guys. So I just jumped out of the shower and was putting on my facial toner and serum, and I thought to myself, this might be a good time to explain the difference between an essential oil blend and a synergy. I don't think I've done a video on that before, so I thought while I'm using one of my synergies, let me just go ahead and explain to you guys what the difference is and why I give some of the instructions that I do in my videos and blogs on those essential oil DIYs. You very often hear people talk about essential oil blends, even something as simple as Indoflex Blend, right? Which is the one that I use for my thyroid support. Now, even though we call this a blend, actually it's really a synergy, and let me explain the difference to you. A blend is any time that you use more than one oil at the same time. That could be something like putting a drop of lavender and a drop of orange into your diffuser and then diffusing that throughout the room, or a drop of peppermint and lemon into your water in the morning. Anytime you're using more than one oil, you're blending those oils together, right? You're smelling those two things at the same time. You're putting those two things on your skin and experiencing those two things at the same time. The difference between a blend and a synergy is created by thoughtfully and purposely combining more than one essential oil together and allowing them to sit long enough for their molecules to combine before using them. So let's talk for a second about how you would create a synergy. So what you're going to want to do is take essential oils that are in the same category. This is a great way to start. So digestion oils, or calming oils, or let's say face care, since that was why I'm doing this video. So face care oils. And then once you have that category, you can grab a few that you know are good for supporting your facial skin. So that might be something like ylang ylang and German chamomile, blue tansy, lemon, rose, right? There's a whole bunch of oils you could choose from. Generally, when you create a synergy, you would use 3, 5, or 7 oils. You don't have to do that, but that's kind of generally what people do. So maybe I decide, you know what, today I want to do orange and ylang ylang and frankincense as a synergy that I will use for a facial serum, because those are all fantastic for my face, all right? Now, if I were to drop those in this bottle, fill this bottle up with a carrier oil, and then spray it onto my face, that would be called a blend. Instead of just doing it all at once, if I want to create a synergy, I put the drops of oil in first and let them sit for 24 hours before adding the carrier oil. So the way that you would decide how much of each oil, you would start with the strongest smelling one. So if we have ylang ylang, orange, and frankincense, smell each bottle, decide which one you think is the strongest. You're going to put, let's say, 5 drops of that, and then 5 drops of the next, and 5 drops of the next. Continue to add until you get the scent that you want. You're probably going to have more drops of the least smelly oil, of the least aromatic oil, and fewer drops of the most potent smelling oil, right? So that you get a blend that you like. Once those drops are in the bottle, you let them sit for 24 hours. During this time, those molecules will combine. They will link up in their molecular structure. Then when you put the carrier oil on top, those larger carrier oils, the carrier oils have a larger structure. They will actually eat up, consume those smaller essential oil molecules. So now all of the carrier oils are kind of around the different essential oils, but in exactly equal amounts, because those essential oils were allowed to connect together first. This is super important because that means whenever I use this, so this is a toner where I've used witch hazel instead of essential oil, but if I were to spray that, or if this was a serum where I was spraying essential oils and carrier oil, when that goes into my face, I'm getting the same percentage of that combination every time I spray, because I allowed the essential oils to combine together first. If I were to mix it all up all at the same time, I might get more ylang ylang one day, or more orange, or more frankincense, depending on which just happened to come out of the bottle. So that is the point behind thoughtfully, purposely, and giving time when you create a synergy. You want a specific result, therefore you're going to take the time to allow them to combine so that you know you're getting that specific result every time. So when you read my blogs or watch my videos, and I'll link a couple below for my different facial serums, etc., you'll notice that I mentioned to you to combine them first. That's the reason why, because you're wanting to create a synergy versus a blend. This is not just for when you're putting it into a bottle like this for a toner. It could also be a roller ball for applying to the skin. This is my outdoor roller ball. Or it could even be taking an empty bottle, putting your synergy of oils in here, and then using this to put into your diffuser so that whenever you use your diffuser, you're getting the same amount of those favorite oils, say lavender, lemon, and peppermint. If you've made a synergy, you're going to get the same amount of each one every time, so you know you're going to get the result that you want. So I hope that's helpful for you, the difference between a synergy and a blend. And when you see those two words, you will know what they mean. And sometimes you'll see people use them incorrectly, but that's okay. You have the knowledge, and knowledge is power. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will know the next time I put out a video. Give me a thumbs up, leave any questions or comments below, and I'll see you next time.